Okay, here's part 2 of the Radio Shack DX-390 AM/FM long-wave shortwave receiver. I'm going to go over the pros and cons of this model. Yeah, I got my little cheat sheet here so I don't forget anything. First of all, we'll go over the pros. This radio's got a really big tuning knob. It's not a dinky little knob like some radios have, or some radios don't even have a tuning knob. They only have the buttons, so you don't have to wear out your fingers holding the buttons. And got this nice big knob. You can use one finger, two fingers, or spin it real fast. It's even got a little dimple in it, so you can get it going pretty fast if you want to. That big knob is nice. And this particular model goes all the way up to 30 megahertz, or should I say 29.995 megahertz. Some shortwave radios only go up to, I don't know, 21, 24 megahertz. But this one goes up to 30, so if you want to hear 10-meter ham radio or CB channels, you can do it with this radio. If you want to get on channel 19 and listen to the truck drivers cussing each other out, you can do it with this model. I'll demonstrate that for you, which I'm also going to demonstrate another one of my favorite features is the direct access tuning, direct entry tuning. I know many models have this. I'm sure there's some out there that don't. You just push the frequency button, enter the frequency, and push enter. So we're going to go to 29.995. Push the frequency button and 29.995, enter, and there you are. Another feature that's nice is the clock. It's a dual time model. There's the clock up in the upper left hand corner. I got it set on local time, and the second time zone is universal time. Okay, now you can see the clock. That's a local time. You push the dual time button and it goes to universal time, or second time zone, whatever you want. Then when you let go of the button, it goes back to the first time zone. Now you can reverse these two. Let's say if I wanted universal time to show up all the time, just push this button to the right. It's recessed. It's kind of hard to push. You got to push it in deep. Now it's showing universal time. Hold it down, that's showing local time. Dual time zone's a handy feature. I don't know how many models have that and how many don't. I would assume there's some out there that don't have it. Another thing I like about this model is the buttons are the buttons are nice and big. They're good for my fat fingers. I don't have to worry about pushing the button next to it or having trouble pushing the button. They're all pretty big. And battery life of this radio is pretty good. It takes 4 D batteries. Of course, you need 3 AA's for the memory. So the clock and radio presets will keep their memory while the radio's turned off. But the 4 D batteries provide the main power for the unit. Now, I'm just estimating here. I'll probably get, I don't know, 40 hours out of a set of alkaline D batteries. Which at good battery life is really good with this particular radio, because the external power jack does not work, so batteries is the only way to power it. And another thing I like is the tone control. A lot of these shortwave radios have just a low and high switch, but with this knob you can tweak the sound anywhere in between and get it where you want it. Now we're going to go to the cons of the DX-390. First of all, its big size. It's a little bit bigger than what I like. I wish it was. It's about 12 inches and 8 inches tall. Wish it was a little smaller. Of course, I don't want a little pocket radio or nothing, but just something a little smaller. I'm looking at the Texan, like a Texan PL600. I like the size of that radio. And another con is there's only 9 memory channels per band. 9 FM, 9 AM, 9 long wave, and 9 shortwave. And that's not too bad, I guess. 36 memories, but there's a lot of radios out there that have hundreds of memories. So 36 especially not shortwave. 9 memories on shortwave is a handicap because there's so many shortwave frequencies. Another bad thing about this model, if you decide to get one, is the age of it. I mean, these came out about the mid-90s, early mid-90s, so they're pushing 20, even more than 20 years old. And we all know that electronics have a limited lifespan. Everything is eventually going to get old and die. So it's like this radio's 20 years closer to biting the dust than a new radio. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about getting one. Like and these radios are not cheap. I've seen them selling on eBay, and almost all of them I've seen, they're not auction, they're buy it now. And you know, by the time you pay for the radio and shipping, you're looking to spend $50, $60, $70, $80, even higher than that. And if this radio died, I'd be very hesitant to get on eBay and spend that much for something just as old. I'd probably end up just buying a new model like that Texan PL6000. Another disadvantage to this radio is the light. Now when you turn and push this light button, the light only comes on for about, I don't know, 5-10 seconds and it shuts off. Let's see if we can demonstrate that for you. It'll be going off soon. See, that wasn't very long. And another thing is the light is not that bright. I mean, you could see it in the dark, but it's just not that bright. It's kind of hard to see in the dark. I'd say it's a little bit brighter than what it looks like on the video or with the settings I'm using right now, but it's not that impressive. And another thing, very minor thing, is that in order to be super user friendly, it needs to have the 2 mods done to it. I described to you in part 1 of the DX-390 series videos I've made. It needs those 2 mods to be more user friendly, but that's very simple. That's an easy fix. So that concludes this part 2 of the DX-390. I hope you have enjoyed it.